Throughout history, rising nations have rarely risen alone. The United States had Europe. Japan expanded its influence through decades of global investment. Germany built its industrial strength through trade networks that stretched across continents. And China became an economic superpower by integrating itself into the global economy. No country rises in isolation, and Mexico is no exception. Because while headlines often focus on what is happening inside Mexico, another story is unfolding beyond its borders. Governments are competing for influence. Manufacturers are relocating production. Investors are searching for the next major growth market. And some of the world's largest economies are placing increasingly large bets on Mexico's future. American corporations are moving supply chains closer to home. Japanese automakers continue expanding production. German manufacturers are investing billions. South Korean technology companies are building factories. Taiwanese firms are strengthening North American electronic ecosystems. India is emerging as a future economic giant. And even China is finding new reasons to invest south of the US border. The result is something Mexico has never experienced before: a growing network of partnerships that could help shape the country's economy for decades to come. The question is no longer whether Mexico matters. The question is which countries will matter most to Mexico. And by 2045, the answer could reshape not only Mexico's future, but the future of North America itself. If we're talking about Mexico's future, we have to start with the United States. No relationship comes even close. Every day, billions of dollars worth of goods cross the border. Cars, medical devices, electronics, machinery, agricultural products. Entire industries now operate as if the border barely exists. Today, annual trade between Mexico and the United States exceeds $850 billion annually. Mexico exports more than $500 billion worth of goods to the United States every single year. Roughly 4 out of every 5 export dollars earned by Mexico come from the United States. That level of integration is almost unmatched anywhere in the world. The relationship accelerated after NAFTA in 1994 and strengthened further under the USMCA. Mexico has even surpassed China in the last recent years as America's largest trading partner. But trade is only part of the story. The real advantage is geography. Mexico shares nearly 2,000 miles of border with the world's largest economy. Factories can coordinate production in real time. Components can move by truck instead of by ship. Supply chains can operate in days rather than in weeks. And this advantage has become even more important as tensions between the United States and China reshape global manufacturing. Companies are increasingly wanting resilient supply chains. They want production closer to consumers. They want shorter transportation routes. And they want less geopolitical risk. This trend, known as nearshoring, may become one of the most defining economic developments of the next 20 years. Major companies such as General Motors, Ford, Caterpillar, Whirlpool, Medtronic, and dozens of others have announced expansions throughout Mexico. As the United States seeks supply chain security, Mexico is becoming North America's manufacturing platform. For the foreseeable future, apart from political tension, no partnership will matter more than the United States and Mexico. But Canada rarely receives the same attention that the United States does. But overlooking Canada would be a mistake. Trade between Mexico and Canada now exceeds $40 billion annually. Canadian companies have invested tens of billions of dollars throughout Mexico over the past 2 decades. Canadian firms maintain major mining operations across multiple Mexican states. Canadian pension funds have invested heavily in infrastructure and transportation assets. What makes the relationship especially interesting is how the two countries complement one another. Canada's median age is over 40 years old. Mexico's median age remains under 30. Canada faces growing labor shortages. Mexico continues adding workers to its labor force. One country possesses large pools of capital, the other possesses demographic momentum. As North America becomes more integrated, Canada could play a growing role in financing Mexico's future infrastructure and industrial expansion. But long before nearshoring became a global trend, Japan understood Mexico's potential. Japanese companies began investing heavily in Mexico decades ago. Today, Japan is one of Mexico's largest foreign investors. Japanese firms have invested more than $30 billion into Mexico since the early 2000s. Annual trade between the two countries exceeds $25 billion annually. But the true significance of the relationship isn't measured by trade alone. It's measured by industrial development. Toyota operates major facilities in Baja California and Guanajuato. Nissan has massive manufacturing complexes in Aguascalientes. Honda maintains production operations in Celaya. Mazda produces vehicles in Salamanca. These facilities have helped transform entire regions into manufacturing hubs. Japan's population is also shrinking rapidly. The country has one of the oldest populations in the world. Mexico, meanwhile, remains relatively young. Japan's median age is nearly 50 years old. As Japan looks beyond its borders for future growth opportunities, Mexico may become one of its most important manufacturing partners. If Japan helped build Mexico's automotive sector, Germany helped elevate it. Germany is Mexico's largest trading partner from Europe. Annual trade between the two countries exceeds $30 billion annually. German companies have invested billions of dollars into Mexican manufacturing. Volkswagen's Puebla facility is one of the largest automotive plants in the world. Audi operates a major production complex in San Jose, Chiapas. BMW manufactures vehicles in San Luis Potosí. Bosch and Siemens continue expanding their presence throughout the country. Germany and Mexico share an important economic similarity. Both depend heavily on manufacturing exports. Both rely on industrial competitiveness. And both understand the importance of engineering and technical expertise. As Germany seeks to maintain industrial leadership in a more competitive world, Mexico may become one of its most valuable production partners. South Korea may be one of the most underrated players in Mexico's future. Trade between the two countries now exceeds $20 billion annually. South Korean investment has surged over the past 2 decades. Companies such as Samsung, LG, Kia, Hyundai, and POSCO have become deeply embedded in Mexico's economy. Kia's manufacturing complex in Nuevo León represents one of the largest foreign investments in northern Mexico. South Korea brings something particularly valuable: advanced manufacturing expertise, electronics production, industrial technology, and experience competing in highly sophisticated global markets. Like Canada, Japan, and Germany, South Korea faces severe demographic pressures. And again, Mexico presents an attractive alternative: a growing labor force, access to North America, and long-term economic expansion. If Mexico succeeds in moving up the manufacturing value chain, South Korea will likely play an important role. But no future partnership is more complicated than China's. Trade between Mexico and China now exceeds $120 billion annually. That makes China one of Mexico's largest trading partners. But China is both a partner and a competitor. For decades, China attracted manufacturing investment that might have otherwise went to Mexico. Many factories chose China because of its scale, infrastructure, and low labor costs. Today, however, circumstances are changing. Trade tensions between China and the United States are encouraging companies to diversify production. Some Chinese firms are now investing directly in Mexico. Automotive companies, electronic manufacturers, and industrial suppliers increasingly view Mexico as a strategic location for accessing North American markets. Mexico may compete with China in manufacturing, while simultaneously benefiting from Chinese investment. The relationship will remain complex, cooperative in some areas and competitive in others, but it's impossible to ignore. When people discuss Latin America, two countries dominate the conversation: Mexico and Brazil. Together, they account for a massive share of Latin America's economic output. Trade between the two countries exceeds $10 billion annually. Historically, however, the relationship has not always reached its full potential. The two countries developed different economic models, different trade networks, and different geopolitical priorities. Yet both countries possess strengths that the other lacks. Brazil is rich in agricultural resources, energy, and commodities. Mexico is deeply integrated into North American manufacturing. A stronger partnership between these two giants could strengthen Latin America's position in a more multipolar world. One of the most important future partnerships may be one that many people rarely discuss: Taiwan. Taiwan is home to some of the world's most advanced semiconductor and electronic companies. The island plays a critical role in the global technology supply chain. Virtually every advanced economy depends on Taiwanese semiconductor productions. As North America seeks greater supply chain resilience, Mexico stands to benefit. Taiwanese electronics suppliers are increasingly expanding operations throughout Mexico. Companies involved in servers, electronic components, telecommunications equipment, and semiconductor packaging are strengthening their North American presence. As artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and advanced manufacturing continue growing, Taiwan's technological expertise could become increasingly valuable. The partnership may not generate the largest trade volumes, but it could help Mexico move into higher value industries that define the future economy. Now, if there's one country that could surprise people over the next 20 years, it's India. India is now the world's most populous country. Its economy is among the fastest growing on Earth. Its middle class continues expanding, and its geopolitical influence is rising rapidly. Trade between Mexico and India currently remains relatively modest at roughly $10 to $15 billion annually. But the long-term potential is enormous. India's median age is around 28. Both countries possess younger populations than many developed economies. Both seek larger roles in global trade, and both stand to benefit from a world in which economic power becomes more distributed. The relationship may still be in its early stages, but by 2045, India could become one of Mexico's most important economic partners. When you step back and look at the bigger picture, a pattern emerges. Mexico is becoming a bridge between North America and Latin America, a bridge between developed countries and emerging markets, a bridge between manufacturing, technology, logistics, and global trade. The United States will remain Mexico's most important partner. That is unlikely to change. But Mexico's future will not depend on a single relationship. It will depend on a network of partnerships. Together, these relationships could help transform Mexico over the next 2 decades. Mexico already possesses many advantages: a strategic location, competitive labor costs, a growing industrial base, a relatively young population, and access to one of the largest consumer markets on Earth. If Mexico successfully leverages these advantages, the next 20 years could look very different from the last 20. The story of Mexico may no longer be one of catching up. It may become one of emergence, not merely as a regional power, but as a globally significant economic force. And this is Mexico Insider. Thanks for watching.